Welcome back to Eye of the Storm. Today we have an interesting episode. Very quick. We'll try to make this very quick, and we'll see what this man has to say. So, from Don Luca, shout out, developing actor. For the purpose of this episode, we're calling him Djimon Hounsou. Djimon because I think he's full of shit. But let's see what he says. He says he is still struggling financially to make a living because of racism. Despite starring in Hollywood blockbuster movies and earning Oscar nominations over the past 2 decades, he also stated systemic racism is something he still copes with. Let's listen to him. So now you have what this person is describing, Dom Looker, and then we'll listen to what he actually says because people will hear one thing and frame it in another way. So let's hear it from the man's mouth himself.
I'm still struggling trying to make a living.
After 30 years in this business,
I've been in this business and making films now over 2 decades, and still, with 2 Oscar nominations, many big blockbuster films, and yet I'm still struggling financially to
So let's
make
catch
a
that.
living.
And I'm hearing the fire alarm in the background. I hope someone else picked that up. the battery alarm. How typical. So this is from CNN. And he says he has 2 Oscar nominations. Let's note that. We'll check whether that's true. Well, let's continue.
I'm definitely underpaid.
Definitely
How's Hollywood
underpaid. So that's another point.
changed in terms of African representation in what you see since you started out to what's being produced now?
I was nominated for a Golden Globe,
So
but
he says 2 Oscar nominations. Now we have 1 Golden Globe, and then he was ignored for the Oscars.
they ignored me for the Oscars, talking about the fact that they thought that I just came off the boat and off the streets, even though I successfully did that.
So, okay, that doesn't really sound like a race thing, and it seems more like the idea that you have people who have been in the industry, they've been in the business all this time, so it would be strange for someone who just made his big break for the first time to get an Oscar. That's kind of what that sounds like. It doesn't really sound like a race thing. There are many people who have cried for an Oscar for years and they finally get it, like DiCaprio. DiCaprio did not get an Oscar until freaking The Revenant, even though people felt he had deserved and merited one all this time. Same thing with Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep had all these nominations but never won. So it's strange for people like that to be there, having paid their way for decades. Then Djimon comes from Ghana or wherever he's from and says, "Oh yeah, I did well in this one film. Give me an award." I don't think that doesn't even make sense. But let's continue.
They just didn't feel like I was an actor for whom we should pay any respect to. So this conceptual idea of diversity it still has a long way to go. Systemic racism don't change like that anytime soon.
Growing up,
Okay, systemic
you're one of
racism.
the first big black
Okay, systemic racism again. We're still doing this. Okay. Big black actors. Ugh, what's that? Sounds weird. And he's not black, he's African. So, big difference.
actors I saw in big budget films. So
Big
it's
budget films.
mind-boggling.
So, this is what I want to know from these people. What does big budget films mean? You saw him in the movie, but was he the star? Are they paying you 10 million? Are you the first name on the call sheet? Seeing somebody in a movie doesn't mean he gets paid the most. So this guy is fucking strange. And here's my point. Name the movies. Name them. Name them and tell us who saw them. I can, honestly speaking, I can name 3 Djimon Hounsou films that he was in. Not that he starred in. Number 1 comes to mind, Never Back Down.
To me.
Wait. Let's just break it down in real time. Let's break it down in real time. Never Back Down. Yeah, Djimon. See, just look at this. This is so perfect. This is Never Back Down, his biggest film. Where is he on the poster? Where is he on the poster? Oh, what's going on? Just look at this. He's in the back. You have Cristiano Ronaldo. You have the guy from Twilight, and I think that's supposed to be Amber Heard, right? Look at the names here. Sean Faris, number 1. Amber Heard, number 2. Cam Gigonde, number 3. Leslie Hope, number 4. And number 5. And Djimon Hounsou. Look at him back here in the back. So how are you going to make millions when you can't even be? And he's literally at this time, he's literally the biggest name here. We don't really see much of Sean Faris after this, and this other guy, I think he did Twilight the following year and probably disappeared. And Amber Heard, well, she shut the bed literally, and that was it. So let's continue with this guy.
Well, that's a sign for you that systemic racism is not
Oh my
something
gosh.
that you can deal with lightly.
Okay, what's the deal? How do you deal with systemic racism? You just give every black person an award, give every black person 20 million. How do you deal with systemic racism in Hollywood? Tell us.
You have to cope with it.
Thank you. Cope with it. You keep quiet. I don't even want to bury the lead, but you are recognizable. You are Djimon Hounsou. You've been in films. Okay, so you had Never Back Down. You had the Diamond movie with this guy, DiCaprio. You were with DiCaprio in the Diamond movie. Blood Diamond. Yes, it was Black Diamond. I can't remember. Then you had the movie with King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. What was it? The one with Guy Ritchie, and yeah, the one with the diversity Excalibur movie. We'll go through his IMDb and we'll see what movies he was in and if that translated to anything. But the point I'm making is, if you're Digimon Hanso, you are somebody. You can't call yourself a nobody anymore in this industry. If money is your problem, you can leverage your stardom to make money elsewise. You can. Your face is recognizable. You are more recognizable than many black actors. So you can do other things. You can go into like influencing. You can go on Instagram. You can go on Twitch. You can go on. There are many other things you can do, leveraging off your stardom, or no, not stardom, but your fame.
And survive the best way you can.
The best person to address this, honestly, has to be Low Tier God. Low Tier God knows the industry. He knows what what this means. He can speak more authoritatively on it. But for me, you are not a nobody. You can leverage your position and use it to make supplemental income. I've never seen this guy star in a movie. Let's just check his IMDb. We have to check it. So this is him. Uh, let's see. So he's crying that there's racism. So he's from Benin Republic. Okay. Made his film debut Without You, I'm Nothing. Okay. He was Sinke in Amistad. Okay, so he's a slave. Okay, okay, so that's the problem. So you're in Amistad. Let's see who was the first name on call for Amistad. Then, so he had a Golden Globe in nomination Amistad. See, in America, I don't know what that is. Blood Diamond. That was what I was talking about with DiCaprio, right? So see that again. We'll look at the. Okay, so MCU. He's Korath the Pursuer. Okay, he's in Captain Marvel. He's in What If. He is the Fisherman King in Aquaman. He's the Wizard Shazam in Shazam. He's in Black Adam. Oh, that's Shazam in Black Adam. Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Okay, Stargate, Gladiator. Yes, I remember Gladiator very well. Very good. Constantine. Yes, he was the one. I remember him in Constantine. I remember that. The Island. Okay. Okay. Furious 7. I don't remember him in Furious 7. I do not remember him in Furious 7. I don't know what the Special Forces is. Legend of Tarzan. He's not the star in any of these movies. I've not seen him star in any film. I mean, shout out, he was from Cotonou, so I mean, cool. He's cool guys. Kimberly Simmons, wow, that's a strange marriage. All right, so he's 60 years old. Okay, so filmography. So I mean, okay, we'll look at Amistad later. Deep Rising. So he's not okay. Let's look at Constantine. You see, Never Back Down. He's not the first name on this list. Aragon. Okay, let's see. Guidance of the Galaxy. Korath the Pursuer. Who is that? Who is that? We'll check and we'll look at the names and we'll see how high he ranks. He's not first call in any of these movies. Oh yeah, King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, exactly. So he plays Bedivere in that. Is it a big budget movie? Was it a successful movie? These are the questions that we have to ask. So he's in both Marvel and DC. Okay, Charlie's Angels. So he plays Bosley in the crappy Charlie's Angels remake that no one cares about. The Kingsman. So he plays Shola in the Kings. That's so funny. Okay, Gran Turismo. So what I'm seeing really is that this guy is a diversity. He's a diversity actor. That's why the best he can do is cry racism. Because in King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, everyone was wondering what's a black guy doing there. Why is King Arthur's? Why are the Knights of the Round Table a diverse bunch of people? And if you notice in his video, he talks about diversity. He does mention diversity. So he says it's underpaid. Underpaid is crazy. So TV is on Black Panther. What if? Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. So these are the awards. Academy Awards, 2 times nominated for In America and Blood Diamond. Okay. For Best Supporting Actor. Golden Globe, he gets Best Actor Drama for a slavery movie. All right. Uh, but he gets NAACP for Amistad and Blood Diamond. Why isn't he touting those accomplishments? Why isn't he touting the accomplishments of the NAACP winning and the Black Reel Awards for Blood Diamond and In America? Why is he crying that he doesn't get the Academy Awards and the Golden Globe? Why isn't that an issue? You won the NAACP. You came from Africa, literally off the boat, and you won an award ahead of other black actors. Screen Actors Guild never won. He doesn't even mention that, but whatever. Okay, so that is his problem. What? So he was a model, Calvin Klein. You see, he modeled for Calvin Klein. So what is the issue? Get your money from many different ways. So okay, he made his directorial debut. So he directed a movie called In Search of Voodoo Roots to Heaven, which examines the history nature of voodoo. Okay. Guest performance in Ode to the Ancestors, Rebel Moon Part 2. Okay, who cares? Who fucking cares? Biker Boys. What's Biker Boys? The point is that he's not even close to being the first name on the call list. So let's look at them one after the other. Let's look at his biggest movies. I've clicked them. Let's look at it. So Amistad. Okay, here we go. Morgan Freeman, Nigel Hawthorne, Sir Anthony Hopkins, Djimon. His name is fourth on the list, higher than Matthew McConaughey. Fine, but that's the problem. You are not the first name on the call. You are just breakout role. It's not easy. It's not easy to get an award for your breakout role. It is not going to be easy. It's not. Let's see what Amistad won. Amistad did not win any Academy Award. Best Supporting Actor, Sir Anthony Hopkins was nominated. See? He's not even there. And the Chicago Film Critics Association gave him a nomination for Most Promising Actor. You are the first time coming, this is your first time, you've done well, recognize your performance. Who is going to give you an award? But for NAACP, he won. So what the hell? So we've debunked that immediately. He wasn't a star in the film. Okay. What was the budget of this film? Budget. Aha. Budget. 39 million. Box office 58 million. That is not a success. It's a big budget, but it's not a big success. So there is that. Next, in America. Jim Sheridan. What is this? What is this? Okay. Again, we look at the list. Djimon Hounsou is number 5. Let's see the call list is number 5 on the call list. So, box office 25 million. What was the budget? We're not sure. What was the critical reception? Accolades? It won awards. Academy Award, Best Supporting. He didn't win. I wonder who won. I wonder who won that for 2004. Who won? Who won? $1 Million Baby. Interesting. in America. Okay, Tim Robbins, who's that? From Mystic River. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so again, what movie is this? Really? It's a drama, okay? It's a semi-biographical movie. We don't care. All right. Blood Diamond, big movie, yes. DiCaprio, first name on the call list. He is number one. Budget 100 million, box office 171. Again, not that good of a return, but DiCaprio, Connelly, Djimon, his name is third on the list. Let's check down here again. DiCaprio, Connelly, Djimon. He is third on the list. Third. Looks good here. So that's like 20 years ago ish. So again, he's not starring in these movies like his boyfriend here is saying. What is it?
Yeah, for 2 decades,
Business.
I've been in this trying to make a living.
After 30 years in this business,
I've been in this business and making films now over 2 decades, and still, with 2 Oscar nominations, many big blockbuster films, and
Many is a strong word. I think many is it's not many. That's not many. Blockbuster is there's a difference between a blockbuster and a big budget. Those are two different things. Do we have to start breaking down the English language? What is a blockbuster? So a blockbuster movie is a movie that grosses, not a movie that has a high budget. So that's the difference. So you may have a high budget, but it may not be a blockbuster. Yes? So this is hardly a blockbuster. 100 million, 171. Nah, that's hardly a blockbuster. And you're third on the list. DiCaprio gets 10x what you're getting. Sorry. Okay, again, Russell Crowe's Gladiator. We have Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix, Connie Nielsen, Oliver Reed, Derek Jacobi. He's number 6 on the call list. Let's check down again. Casting. Where is it? Cast. Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix, Connie Nielsen, Oliver Reed, Djimon Hounsou. He is number 6 on the call list. Number 6. You're not getting Russell Crowe's money. You don't have as many lines as Russell Crowe. You have as many lines as Joaquin Phoenix. That's the problem. So yeah, so this is a blockbuster movie, but it's not because you have 100 million budget, 465 million box office. That's a blockbuster, but you didn't star in it.
yet I'm still struggling financially to make a living. I'm definitely underpaid.
Underpaid script.
how has Hollywood changed?
How are you underpaid when you're 6th on the call list? You're not a star. You're not bringing people to the cinema. You are just a diversity hire. That's the truth.
In
when
terms
you
of
look at
African
this.
representation in what you see?
Because you're already talking about representation. Russell Crowe is not about representation. You're going to see Russell Crowe no matter what.
Since you started out to what's being produced now?
I was nominated for a Golden Globe, but they ignored me for the Oscars.
Okay, so let's go back. He was nominated for a Golden Globe, nominated for Amistad, but ignored for the Oscars in Amistad. He was nominated for in America and Blood Diamond, 3 years apart, but they didn't win, unfortunately, which is a shame. But then he won for those movies. He won other awards for those movies. So that's kind of the problem here. He's being selective in what he's saying in order to paint a picture of racial victimization.
About the fact that they thought that I just came off the boat and off the street.
We explained that already.
Even though I successfully did that, they just didn't feel like I was an actor for whom we should pay any respect to. So this conceptual idea of diversity it still has a long way to go.
We don't even want it. We just want the best possible actors. Movies were very good in the 50s without diversity, and diversity has proved not to add anything of significance to a movie. It seems like you just tick a box. We just need to see some black faces, to say some words here and there. Like the King Arthur, honestly, his role would have been better served to some very nice young white character, but like they had like Chinese and blacks. It was strange. And the movie suffered for it. It did.
Systemic racism don't change like that anytime soon.
Growing up, you're one of the first big black actors I saw in big budget films.
Okay. True, true, true. Um, Gladiator, yes, he was one of the first. That's true. That is very, very true. That is a correct statement.
So it's mind-boggling to me.
But that's a sign for you.
I want to see the part where he says he starred.
I'm still struggling trying to make a living.
After 30 years in this business,
I've been in this business and making films now over 2 decades.
Oh yeah, no, no, no. Okay, so he says. So this is the person who says he's starred in movies. So we already proved that wrong. He's not starred in any movie yet, and we're just on Gladiator. He has not starred in any movie. This is the person who's talking about starring. He hasn't starred in anything so far because he's not the person bringing you to the seats. We will show you black actors who bring people to the seats. But let's finish with his career so we know he's done. He's 60 years old, so we know, he will find something doing. Go on Twitch. You are Djimon Hounsou. Sorry, you are Djimon Hounsou. Go on Twitch, stream Djimon. You'll be fine. Trust, you will make all that money. All right, Gladiator. So we're done. Gladiator. He did not star in that. That was Russell Crowe. Legend of Tarzan. Starring Alexander Skarsgård. Okay. Ooh. Oh wait. Pause. Okay. Samuel Jackson, Margot Robbie, Djimon Hounsou, Christoph Waltz. Let's go down to the cast. Skarsgård, Christoph Waltz, Samuel Jackson. We'll get to him as well. What's his name? Margot Robbie, Djimon Hounsou, Chief Umbonga, leader of the Leopard Men. You are number 5 on the list. You're not a star. You're not starring in these movies, bro. Constantine, easy. Keanu Reeves, Rachel Weisz, Shia LaBeouf, Tilda Swinton, Pruitt Taylor Vins, Djimon Hounsou. Again, you are number 6 on the list. Let's look at the cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Djimon Hounsou. Former witch doctor, blah blah blah. Yeah, I remember him from the nightclub. Yes, with the eyes and everything. Very, very good film. This was a good film. Very good film. Budget 70 million. Box office 230 million. That is a blockbuster. Next, Aragon. My guess is that this film failed. Let's see. Oh, it was okay. 100 to 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Djimon Hounsou number 5. Number 5 on the call list. He's not starring in this film. Who is Ed Spielers? We don't even know who he is, and you can't star in the film. You see? Guardians of the. I mean, come on, look at this. This is like number 10 on the list. Come on, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're number 9, bro. You're number 9. What's the budget? 193. Yeah, blockbuster. But he didn't star. So this guy's a fucking liar. He did not star in these movies. He appeared, but he didn't star. Furious 7. Ooh, 200 million. This is a blockbuster. 1.5 billion. That's crazy. Djimon Hounsou, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're number 7 on the call list. Number 7. I didn't even remember that he was in this film. Mose Jakande, Nigerian born mercenary and terrorist. That's funny. I didn't even remember that he was in this film. But yeah, it's the Fast and Furious movies. You're not supposed to remember. But again, you did not star, and it's a blockbuster, but you didn't star. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. I was not happy. Yeah, budget 175 million. Yeah, bomb. That's a bomb. That's a bomb right there. But even that, okay, third on the list. But it's not a blockbuster. You did not star. So I think that's. I mean, we're getting the theme. I think we see the theme already. Number 4 here. Let's not do this too long. What again? Where is he? Number 8. I'm saying number 8 here. Ugh, that's not good. Gran Turismo. Where is he? Number 7. Former footballer Tom Miner and Jan's father. So okay, he actually plays the guy's father. Whatever. Biker Boys. Lawrence Fishburne. Oh, Biker Boys. I was thinking of this film by Joseph Kahn. Torque, Biker Boys. To show you I'm cultured, this is Torque right here. Where is it? Yeah, this is the film I was thinking of. So with the previous film you had Lawrence Fishburne, with this film you have Ice Cube. It's kind of the same thing. Djimon Hounsou number 4 on the list. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? So now we've established that he's not Djimon Hounsou is not a star. That's one. That's the most important thing here. He is not a movie star because he has not starred in every film. Being a star of the film means that your name is first on call. People are coming to the movies to see you. You were never that guy. You're a good actor, but you were never that guy. Nobody goes to the slavery movie called Amistad to see the slave. We go there to see the white racist and how well the white racist slave master can whip the Amistad slave. That is just the truth. Everyone was impressed. Like with Django Unchained, everyone was impressed by Christoph Waltz and Leonardo DiCaprio, not Jamie Foxx. Everyone was impressed with Samuel L. Jackson, not Jamie Foxx. That's how slavery movies work. You can't be a slave and be the star of the movie. It is not possible. You're a slave. So if your best shot is Amistad, that is your career. You always play second fiddle. That's just the truth. Put it like this. What was the last movie Jamie Foxx did after Django Unchained? Anyone? Tell us the last movie Jamie Foxx did after Django Unchained, where he plays a slave. Exactly. So, I think we've cleared this guy's doubts. He's not a star. And as a person who is not a star, you're not entitled to that kind of money. The money you're thinking about is the Will Smith money, the Samuel L. Jackson money. That's a star. 76, one child. Oh, sorry, that's kind of his business. But look at this. Look at this wiki page. This is a star. This is a movie star. You need a separate article for Samuel Jackson. Can you even come close to this, sir? No, you can't. This is a star. This is a movie star. Instantly recognizable. He's not a diversity hire. He's everywhere. He's there. Look. See, he starts as black guy, then he comes up. Star Wars. Let's see what else we've got. Unforgivable Blackness. What's that? Okay, Triple X. Yeah, I remember that. Triple X. Shaft. That's the starring role. Has to be. Yeah, starring role. Shaft. Look at. You see that? See that? He is on the cover. He is the first person. He is the main person. Shaft. His name is first on the list. This is a movie star. Do you get it? That's how that works. He played Shaft. His name is first on the list, right there. Boom. This is a star. Samuel Jackson is a movie star. So, what else? What else did he do? SWAT, Kill Bill. I don't remember. Oh, he didn't kill the Coach Carter. Exactly, Coach Carter. Okay, look at him standing on the basketball. That is a star. Named first on call. See? What else? So he's Nick Fury. Okay, fine. Nick Fury is not really a. Yeah, Unthinkable. Very good film. First on call. You're with the Matrix people, but you're still first on the call because you are a star. What else? Django Unchained. I mean, he stole the show in Django Unchained, even though he had like 50 lines, but he stole the show. So I mean, my point is made. Okay, so he's in the movie with Djimon. So let's see. See, Skarsgård, Jackson, Hounsou. End of discussion. I don't think there's much else to say. So that is an example of a star. A movie star is somebody whose name is on the cover, who the marketing, the producers will put on the cover of the film. Like, where's the Shaft? Like Shaft. He puts it on the cover of the film to attract moviegoers. Right? That is what a movie star is. So that is Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson is a movie star. Let's just check his net worth to see what he has done, everything that he has. Samuel Jackson net worth 250 million. That is a movie star. 150 films, 250 million. $27 billion generated at the box office. That is a movie star. Get it? Next, Will Smith. I mean, come on. This is not even fair at this point. Will Smith is younger than this guy. This guy is 60. Will Smith is 56. Let's see how it looks. So, I mean, come on. Do we need to do this? He's a musician. See? He sings. He was on Fresh Prince. He sings. You know, he does other things. He's not just sitting down there acting. So, let's see. Hancock is a star. I Am Legend, star. Pursuit of Happiness, star. Shark Tale, star. iRobot, star. Bad Boys 2, star. Men in Black 2, star. Oh wait, maybe he wasn't the star. Wow, Tommy Lee Jones was the star of Men in Black 2. Wow. Okay. Ali, star. Wild Wild West. I don't was Wild Wild West star? Yes. Star. This is what a star is. Do you understand? Will Smith is a movie star, enemy of the state. Look at him on the cover of the movie. Men in Black, same thing. Okay, he's not the star, but you know, he's side by side. Okay, he's behind him, but you know. Okay. The example I was going to give, but we get the point. Everything here we're seeing, he's the star. Men in Black 3, he's definitely the star in Men in Black 3. Will Smith, you see? Do you see that? Did you see how the roles flips? In the first Men in Black, you had Tommy Lee Jones first and Will Smith. But then he worked hard, he did other big films, and then now he's the first name on the list. That is how that works. You work your way up the casting call list. Yeah? You don't just sit down and wait for diversity and racism. It's the same racism you're both facing, bro. What the fuck are you saying? It's the same racism. Suicide Squad, yeah. Gemini Man, King Richard, Bad Boys, Ride or Die. Mike Lowry. Now, if you look at the first Bad Boys movie, this is the point I wanted to make. The first Bad Boys movie starred not Will Smith, it starred Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence was the first name on the call, but by Bad Boys, Ride or Die, Will Smith is the first name on the list. That is a 20-year gap. He started as the supporting actor, now he's the main actor. That is hard work and persistence and not crying racism. That is how that works. I think that explains everything. That kind of clears up the difference. So we don't need to talk about Martin Lawrence because Martin Lawrence was the star of Bad Boys here. Then by this time he's the second supporting star. That is how it works. So you coming out to say that you starred in these movies for all these ages, nah, you are a slave from Amistad, and then you get work here and there to pay your bills. You are not underpaid. You are paid exactly what you're worth. If you bring more seats, or if you sell more seats in the theaters, you get paid more money. That's how it works. You can't just be black and you start getting Samuel Jackson money, or you start getting Will Smith money. No. No, you have to be a star. We have to see you. You have to be good looking, or you have to be a very good actor or something like this. So that's how that works. So we don't need to talk about, oh yeah, and here's the twist. Djimon is worth $4 million. He is worth $4 million. Why is he crying? You did bit part films, you did bit parts in roles, you have how many movie credits to your name? Notice, you don't even need a separate article for his movies. You don't. He is right there. So he's in all these films. He's not starring in any of them. We haven't seen one film except, okay, let's give him Amistad. So you starred in one film. He starred in one film in 20 years, and he says it's underpaid. Why? You're not the person around whom this movie is being built. So how many credits is this? Let's just call it 30 credits. Let's call it 30 credits. We'll give him 40. But you starred in only one. You starred in only one, and you're just the African guy, slavery, whatever, diversity. But this is a star here, Samuel Jackson. Great movie, Unthinkable. Great movie. But that's kind of the point. That's kind of the point. So I think it's very disingenuous for him to say that he's severely underpaid. That is a straight struggling financially to make a living. I mean, I'm no one to tell someone who is worth $4 million how to live financially, but if you're worth 4 million, what to me that means is you can rake in $40,000 a month. That's what I think you can do if you're someone who is worth 4 million. It means that you're famous enough to leverage your fame into making money. You can't just sit down and cry and wait for movies. What are your other ventures? What are your other ventures? You starred in a game called 2K21. Okay, what you do is you hop on 2K and stream 2K. People like Kaisana, people like all these guys, they are nobodies in terms of acting, but they make millions from streaming. You are Djimon Hounsou, as I said, and as I'm going to say from the beginning, you are not a nobody. You are recognizable somehow. You can do things to make money. You're a model for Calvin Klein. you cannot claim to be poor. I'm sorry. You can't claim to be struggling financially. You can't. Not with a net worth of 4 million. Not with being the cover model for Calvin Klein. Not with being in so many movies. I'm sorry. Like, no, you're full of shit, bro. Sorry. No, that's nonsense. You cannot hide behind racism. When Will Smith, we'll find a way to just end this because I'm tired of this fucking guy. Such an African dirty thing to say. Oh, racism. Oh, race. No. What's his name? Samuel Jackson is worth 250 million. Where is racism? Fucking hell, bro. 350 million. 350 million. You know what Will Smith is doing? You know what he's doing when he's not acting? He has a YouTube channel. Will Smith has a YouTube channel. He's worth 350 million with 10 million subs.
So there's this new online job that almost nobody...
With 10 million subs. He's making music, trying his best. He's doing a song with the Japanese people. He's trying to make music again. He slapped somebody and he's just grinding. This is a grind. He's grinding. He's going on podcasts. He's talking about different things. He's trying his best. What are you doing other than crying racism? Look, this man, Will Smith, is easily the biggest black actor because I think at a certain point he was the highest paid. And then someone who is getting paid so much is still grinding as an influencer. He's still hardworking. Let's see if Djimon has his own YouTube channel. Exactly. Crying on racism. That is what we'll know you for. Who cares if the black guy wins an Oscar? See that? So he's been, oh fucking hell. He's been on this racism grind for the past 10 years. Okay, let's just hear him and then I think we can conclude. Because we made our point. See that? Dom is saying it, starring. Yeah, there's a Washington. I even forgot about him. I don't even care because he's gay. But let's listen to this.
Yo, Djimon, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, man.
How do you feel about this year's a big year for African actors? You know, in the Oscars.
Why is it every time we get like one black actor or two black actors, you talk about this year's the black this, the black that? Come on, man.
I think it's amazing. I mean, you've been nominated, and this year the themes of the films though have been more, about the struggle.
I said, white guy asking the question. That's too funny. The struggle. Oh my gosh. And look at how dismissive he is. He is dismissive of this whole racism, this whole diversity, this whole black thing. But then, what was that? 2014. 11 years later, he comes and starts crying again.
As opposed to different years, Do you feel that like this could be the biggest year, like in?
It might, but then again, you hand it to one, and it will seem like, that 2014 was the black year.
It should always be more people represented,
Yes, indeed. Take care, bro. Happy New Year.
Are you happy about it though? Like,
yeah.
Well, take care, man. Happy New Year, and hopefully we get some big wins, man. That's what's up. Now us Latinos, we need to step up and
oh, he's Latino. Oh god.
Get some Oscars now too, man.
That's right.
Take care, man.
Okay, so I guess we didn't get much from that.
Don't like to say this, out loud, but I felt like acting was a little bit of a therapeutic in a way.
In this new chapter, however, Djimon Hounsou wasn't living...
So his name is Djimon. That's crazy. I'll have to call him Djimon. I think it's a better name for him. Call yourself Djimon. Trust, it could actually work. Call yourself Djimon.
the dream right away. He was homeless on the streets in Paris even during the beginning of his high fashion modeling career.
So you're a high fashion model and you're still homeless. Yes, modeling doesn't pay that much, but you can leverage it. That's how that works.
I spent a lot of time, at night navigating the streets of Paris, trying to find something to eat.
So yeah, they get another black person to stand for them. So, oh my God. These interviews are 12, 13 years apart. This one and this one. He's crying the same cry. Isn't that just insane?
Go through the garbage.
This
Spend a lot of time, at night navigating. For them, that I'm a great father, a father who's there, who's always there when they're most needed. I mean, like, if I'm not on set,
we're here.
I'm here
Kind of
constantly.
discomfort.
This is
So here he's listed as a Beninese actor. Okay, I guess for African voices. So it's the same grind. He's been on the same grind for, what, 20, 30 years now. He's worth 4 million. Let's check it. Maybe this person is lying. Let's check it. Well, I guess his net worth will go down now that he's saying that he doesn't have money and is struggling financially. Yeah, it has to go down. 4 million. So it's like your net worth is 4 million. You're an actor and model. You cannot claim you're struggling financially. The economy is just really tough. You just can't. So, I mean, I think that's pretty much clear. We've cleared him. He doesn't have anything to say.
I'm still
I don't think his words hold any water. I don't think his words hold any weight.
struggling financially to make a living.
Struggling financially to make a living. Struggling financially to make a living. I think it's just as a way to end, and I'm sorry for dragging this out, but I think it's really about what he's doing to make a living. As I said, if you're not starring in the movie, you're not making that kind of money. That's just the truth. If you are not the star of the film, you cannot make that money. So you leverage the fame you have and use it in some other way. Everyone is going online, and you are a star. You can find a way to make a name for yourself online. Not waiting for the next movie to spend 6 months on set, and you have just 40 lines in the movie, and then you're like, oh, I'm underpaid. No, you're fucking not. You're paid exactly what you're worth. That's how Hollywood works.
I'm definitely underpaid.
What? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this. We've exposed this as a complete lie. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Out.
After centuries of sleep, of nothingness, I have returned. Something comes back to me. I was great once. Feared. Yes. Once I was strong. Powerful beyond measure, beyond imagining. So weak now, must find blood.
The best guy at synthesizing this stuff, because he's just been hitting these things out of the park.